Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is Snigdha Mahapatra, intern at LexClick. In my previous video, I had talked about who are members in a company and what are the different modes of acquiring membership in a company. In this video, I will be talking about the expulsion of a member. It cannot be denied that there are some members who, by creating various kinds of troubles for the management, try to wrest undue advantage for themselves. Can such members be expelled? The Department of Company Affairs, following the judgment in the case of Bajaj Auto Limited versus NK Firodia, expressed the view that the company cannot, by amending the Articles of Association, give itself a power to expel a member. Such an amendment of Articles of Association is opposed to the fundamental principles of the company's jurisprudence and hence is ultra vires the company. Such a provision is repugnant to the various provisions of the Act pertaining to the rights of a member in a public limited company and cuts across the scheme of the Act as it has the effect of rendering nugatory the very powers of the tribunal under Section 58 of the Act and the power of the tribunal under Section 48 and Section 235 of the Act and is therefore void by the operation of the provisions of Section 6 of the Act. However, many authors are in disagreement with the views expressed by the Department of Company Affairs on this subject. Famous authors Datta and Kamal Gupta, for example, feel that the department's view does not give due weight to the contractual aspect of the Articles of Association. If the right of expulsion of a member has been obtained in accordance with the procedure laid down by law of agreement, they feel it can only be set aside by the tribunal on proof of malified exercise of power by the majority shareholders or the board of directors. They are of the view that if articles authorize that the directors authorize the directors to expel a member under certain circumstances, such power may be exercised bona fide and in the general interest of the company. So far as the property right is concerned, the company should arrange that the expelled member gets appropriate price for his shares. Thus, they believe that the correct analogy should be drawn from the Supreme Court's decision in the Bajaj Auto Limited case. Similarly, famous author Ramaya has observed that on a careful consideration of the subject in exercise in all its aspects, it would appear that there is nothing illegal or ultra vires in the exercise of a power of expulsion of the shareholder if it is exercised in a bona fide way to protect the interest of the company where the shareholders act or conduct is considered to be detrimental or injurious to the interest of the company. An article giving such power is not necessarily invalid or ultra vires. However, it seems permissible for a company limited by guarantee or a company governed by Section 8 of the Act to include a provision for expulsion of a member from the company if his conduct or action is considered detrimental to the interest of the company. Section 8 of the Company Act has been further held to be empowered to suspend a member temporarily, provided that power is contained in its articles and the same is exercised in a bona fide way by its managing committee. This was held in the case of K. Leela Kumar versus Government of India. In the case of Srimati Malina Rao versus Goswami Solvent Oils Limited, the petitioner had been complaining to various authorities regarding the functioning or management of the company. Considering these complaints as prejudicial to the interest of the company amended its article by which, if 90% of the shareholders in number and share capital decided that a member shall cease to be a member by a special resolution, then his membership shall stand cancelled immediately, and such shareholder shall then transfer his shares to another existing member on consideration to be determined in terms of articles. Accordingly, an EOGM called for the purpose resolved to cancel the petitioner's membership and get her shares transferred to a member. When the petitioner declined to sell her shares, the company determined the fair price of the shares and sent her a demand draft towards consideration of the shares, besides transferring her shares to another shareholder. In this case, it was held the aforesaid transfer of shares was in contravention of the mandatory provisions of Section 56 and consequent omission of petitioner's name was without sufficient cause. The company was therefore directed to restore her name on the register of members in respect of her shares and rectify register accordingly. In appeal before the High Court of Andhra Pradesh against the decision of the Company Law Board, as aforesaid, the learned judge upheld the decision of the tribunal and held the cancellation of the membership of the respondent as illegal. Thank you so much for watching the video and please subscribe to the channel.